Hello, beautiful people. I have a little book haul for you here. There are 5 books. They are all thrillers, and I am so excited about all of them. So let us dive in. The first book I received as a gift all the way from Norway. Toril sent this book to me and they said, my favorite booktuber, hope this is a good one. And I am extremely excited about this. Thank you so much for sending this. It's The Stranger in Her House by John Marrs. I'm in the mood to read more John Marrs, as you'll see as we go on with the haul. This is about an elderly woman named Gwen, and she needs help. She has mostly been leaning on her daughter Connie for practically everything, cooking and cleaning and just helping her, take her to appointments, so on and so forth. But Paul has been sent by a charity to do that very thing. And Connie should be very excited about this because she'll finally have a break. However, there's something about Paul she just doesn't trust. But her mom really trusts Paul, and it becomes more and more apparent how much her mom is starting to lean more and more on Paul. And that gut feeling of dread does not go away for Connie. And it becomes this battle between the two. Who is in the right? Who is in the wrong? If Connie pushes too far, is she going to lose her own mother? That is a real potential in this book. It sounds extremely creepy. So let's read the first line. Chapter 1, Connie. I open and close my fists, preparing myself like a boxer before a fight. Okay, not a 5-star first line, but I think that this could be really disturbing. I do fear, like we've all heard of like how much abuse can happen as people get older. Now people can take advantage of people in their old age. And it's a very disturbing thing to me. So really looking forward to this. Thank you guys so much for sending me random books like this. Just when that happens, I feel very lucky. So after getting that, I just started being like, oh, what else did John Marrs write that I should read? And people left, right, and center have been talking about this next book. So I put in a little Amazon order myself. And that is Keep It in the Family. This follows a couple named Mia and Finn. They have bought a house, but like it's a real fixer-upper. It's a real fixer-upper. They are pregnant, which is very exciting. They're also still trying to turn this house around. Probably have a bit of a deadline with the baby coming. And so they are working on I think the baseboards, and Mia discovers a shocking message scored into a skirting board, and it says, I will save them from the attic. They end up going into the eaves, and it looks like they have moved into what was once a murder house. They can't just move away. I don't know if they even want to move away, but they have the baby. And it looks like Finn seems to have gotten over the fact that they've moved into what was a murder house, but Mia just can't shake the feeling that she needs to know what happened. I don't know if she feels like she's in danger at the moment as well. I'm not sure, but that sounds extremely disturbing. Let's read the first line of Keep It in the Family. 39 years earlier, I pluck up the courage to make my move and begin my ascent of the staircase. Not a 5-star first line, but doesn't that sound so good? They both sound great. And this is another book that I had on my Amazon wish list, and it was like 10 bucks. And I remember Rachel at the Shades of Orange talking about Disturbed by Jennifer Jaynes, and I thought, oh, I should really pick that up. It's on sale. I mean, I should just do it. It also feels like it's the perfect book to read like near Halloween because it takes place on Halloween night. So this book follows a young woman named Chelsea, And 5 years ago, she became a final girl. All of her roommates were horribly stabbed, and she was the only survivor. Police found her in a bathtub near death, also being stabbed herself, but she survived and was the only survivor. We meet her 5 years later when she's trying to get over this experience that she once had. She lives in Boston now, and she works from home. She's never really been able to get over what happened to her because no one was ever caught. So she is constantly feeling like that murderer is still out there and potentially still on the hunt for her. Oh, sounds so creepy. Let's read the first line. Prologue, November 1st, 2010, the morning after Halloween. It was almost 1 a.m. A living room window was half opened, and a thin, lemon-colored curtain billowed out as chilly morning air streamed into the small apartment. Not a 5-star first line, but oh my god, that sounds so creepy. Ah! Next up, I was kindly sent from Simon & Schuster, Canada, Ruth Ware's new one Perfect Couple. And I swear this is coming at perfect timing because I have become obsessed with like game shows. I don't know if I've told you guys about my complete and utter obsession with Traitors. I love that TV series. I watched the UK version, the Australia version, Canada, US, all of them. And now I have moved on to Survivor. I am moving backwards in time, watching all of the Survivors. I'm going to end at Richard, which I watched when I was like, I think I was like 19. So this is also a game show thriller. We follow 5 couples who are all put on this island. They're on some sort of game show situation, but they become trapped. A storm has come in and a killer is stalking among them. And who knows who's going to make it out alive. Just sounds right up my alley. I think I might want to wait until this summer or maybe even just June to start reading this. It comes out on May 21st. So let's read the first line for you. Prologue. He is fighting for his life, but so is she. Ooh, I do like that. Might be a 5-star first line. And last but not least, I went book shopping with Barry. He went thrift shopping. I also went thrift shopping, but just for books. And I finally found The Witch Elm. I've already read this book. It was my favorite book of like, I want to say 2022, 2021. I can't remember which year, but I loved it. And so I picked it up, and this is about a man named Toby who is out having a night with the boys, and he is attacked, like brutally attacked. I think he has a concussion, all of that. When he is released from the hospital, he goes home and he's just terrified, understandably so. And so he decides to move in with his uncle, and he does, and he has so many fond memories of life at his uncle's house. He and all of his cousins used to go up every single summer over to his uncle's house and like stay there for the summers. And so he's spending a lot of time with his uncle and obviously his cousins as well. And they stumble upon something horrific in his uncle's backyard. It's a skull in a tree. And the story goes from there. Some of the best writing, I think, comes from Tana French for thrillers and mystery, because you really get into the head of the person. She's so character driven, but the plot is fantastic too. Just perfect writing in my mind. So let's read the first line. I've always considered myself to be basically a lucky person. Not a 5-star first line, but yeah, I'm so happy that I have this, and I will reread it 1000%. So those are all of the books that I wanted to share with you. Let me know in the comments below, what have you recently bought bookish wise? I'd love to know, and I'll talk with you guys very soon. Bye everyone.